Hey everybody, Ronaldo Wolfman here with CompuShow Video Manuals. Today I want to talk to you about another thing that CompuShow does really well, and that is automated shows. Now, if you've done live events, you know you can do lots of things through the switches and the scenes, and eventually I will do a video on the easy show, the timeline. However, there's another way that you can trigger scenes wherein it's automated. I just have right now a page for the InnoPocket Wash Z4. I'm just going to right click on any one of the scenes. So you can do this on a scene, you can do it on a switch, whatever works easiest for you. I'm just going to go to settings and click on time. Now this is going to open up a calendar, and it looks very similar to any calendar app that you may have used on your phone or smart device. And I'm going to click on the time. So let's say that at 6 o'clock I want this scene to turn on. I'm just going to call it trigger 1. Now you can set it as an all-day event, so it automatically turns on right on Monday or Tuesday, or whatever the case may be. And actually today's Friday, so we're going to do right there, trigger 1, and we're going to do 6 o'clock p.m. Now this runs on 24-hour time, so it would actually be 18 o'clock, or I'm sorry, 6 p.m. This doesn't run a military, it's the second one, and I'll show you that in just a second, so forget I ever said that. So we have 6 p.m. right there, and it's going to end at 7. Now you have your trigger, which is set the button off, or on, set the button off, and switch on-off state for each trigger time. Keep in mind that when you're using switches and scenes you can trigger on and off. So you would want to have another scene that would actually turn off that first scene if you want to run one thing at a time. So again, just kind of keep that in mind and really play around and experiment with it. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and do 5:57. I'm going to click OK. There we go. And you'll see in just a second that it's going to automatically switch to this one. No matter what I'm already running, it's going to automatically override that in just a few seconds. And there it is right there. 5:57 rolls in and it clicks. So let's go right back over here for just a second, because there's a lot more options than that. And you'll see that in your calendar app that's within CompuShow, it shows you just like regular appointments. It's even called an appointment, which is pretty clever. But what if you want to do something again and again and again? Well, in that case, you're going to go to your recurrence. Now, your recurrence, you can set your usual start time, end times, and then you have your recurrence pattern. You can do daily, and you can have it every day, every other day, 3 days, whatever the case may be, or have it on work days. You have your weekday or weekly, and then you can choose whether it's every week, every other week, and on what particular dates. So there it is, Monday through Sunday. You have, of course, monthly and even yearly. Now, this means that if you're running a club or restaurant and there's some lights that need to be run at specific times, this is a great way to do it. Even thinking outside of the box. If you're doing Christmas light displays, another unique way of holding it. If you have other things that aren't just lights that are triggered by DMX, you know, that could be anything from music, because you can do music, of course, with CompuShow. It could be servo motors, whatever the case may be. You can do some really advanced things with this. But let's go back to the weekly here. I was just recently at a nightclub / restaurant, Cuba Libre over in Orlando, and I do a lot of their lighting. And they have the Elation 6 bars outside. They wanted the 6 bars to turn on a nice amber color right around sundown. Well, it's kind of difficult to figure out what time the sun's going to set because, well, this is Florida, and it's whatever time it feels like it. But CompuShow does this automatically. Now check this out. We're going to go to daylight and choose sunrise. Now the first thing I need to do is I need to set where I live. I do not live in Paris. So we are going to click on USA. All right. And I'm going to click Orlando, since that is the location of the restaurant. Now, of course, this doesn't list every single city, but plenty enough. And right there, it tells me today's date and what time sunrise is and what time sunset is. And this is going to be where it's done via military time. Now, this option here allows you to offset it. So I can actually tell it that I want it to be maybe 20 minutes after sunrise or sunset. So actually, we're going to choose sunset here. So I could tell it I want it to be 20 minutes. It goes from there. So it gives you a couple extra options there. And again, it tells you your duration based on your start and end time. So I could actually have the lights turn off on sunset and then again on sunrise. But again, make sure that if you're using a scene, not a switch, it's not going to work out that way. Me personally, I don't have the same switch or the same appointment to turn a scene on or off. I just have to turn it on and then something else to turn it off. Again, play around with it, really experiment, see what what works for you and your particular workflow. Then when you're done, you click OK, and we're actually going to tell it that I need it on, let's see, the club's open Saturday and Sunday, actually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Actually, no, not Sunday, we're talking about Wednesday. And we're going to click OK. And here's what's going to happen. There you go. Every Friday and Saturday. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of emails coming in. Every Friday and Saturday. Oh, Friday, Saturday, and Wednesday. There it is right there. And I can individually edit one. So I'm going to go on, let's say, Wednesday the 16th over here. We're actually going to delete the event because we don't want the lights to turn on for that event, right? And we can just delete that occurrence without messing with anything else. I can also go to properties of just this occurrence and maybe change the time of what time it's set so I can overwrite that if I need to. Again, just some really great options. Once you've set that, you will see your little calendar app or your little calendar trigger just to let you know that, hey, if this goes in randomly, it's because you have the calendar. So if you're clicking on something and suddenly that clicks in, just keep that in mind. And what I do is I usually have an extra zone and I have specific scenes and I call those calendar scenes so people don't mess with them. And if something happens, they know why. So again, hopefully that helps you guys out, especially those of you that run venues or skating rinks. You need something a little bit more automated. This is a fantastic way of doing it. Another great thing is if you are a mobile DJ and you have a lot of MSD fixtures and, at the end of the show, you always forget to shut down your lamps, and there's a lot of people that do that. If you know your show's going to end at midnight, go ahead at 11:59 and 30 seconds. Have it shut off your lamps and you're good to go. Or right at midnight, have it shut off your lamps and you're good. You don't have to worry about reminding people to do that for you. So again, hopefully that helps out. Remember, if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, please leave them in a message below. Thank you so much for watching. Good night and God bless.